Is this the Holy Grail of bourbons? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today on the bar top, we have a sample that I've been looking forward to for so long. This sample right here is the 13th Colony Double Oaked Bourbon. This is one of the most allocated and sought after bottles that is going around on the secondary market. So for those of you who have been looking for one of these bottles and are wanting to drink it and just keep watching it fly around on the secondary market from person to person, I'm going to give you the review that you have been waiting for. But before we get into the review, I need to thank you guys so much for the love and support for the channel. We have surpassed 4,800 subscribers, and we are cooking and sailing up to 5,000 subscribers. One lucky subscriber is going to get their chance for a bottle of Blanton's, and I'm going to get my opportunity to open that bottle of Van Winkle Lot B and do a review for you guys here, hopefully very soon. If you enjoy the content, make sure you drop that like. If you've had your opportunity to try the 13th Colony Double Oaked Bourbon, make sure you let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on that bottle down below. And if you're brand new, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Now, I do need to thank 13th Colony for sending me this 2-ounce sample my way. I reached out to them. I asked if they had any extra bottles laying around so I could do a review. No extra bottles to be found, but they did find a 2-ounce sample, and they sent it my way for me to be able to do a review for you guys. Now, like I said, this bottle is super hard to find. We can't find it here in Jersey. I know a lot of other states can't find it, but in those states that it is sold in, it is very far and few between. So let me give you the details of this bottle that we are going to be drinking right now. So this specific release is aged for 10 years. It's bottled at 136.8 proof. It's batch number 524, and there was only 3,216 bottles produced. So this is most likely the proofiest thing that I have put in my mouth in a very long time, and it most likely is the proofiest thing I've ever had. And man, oh man, I am so excited for these. You guys know how much I love those double oak bourbons, and this thing being as dark as it is, I hope you can see it. I don't know if the sample bottle will show up better than the Glen, but it is dark and it is just beautifulness in this glass. I just cannot wait. And I'm sorry for those of you who have been looking high and low for this bottle, because on that secondary market, it just goes for an astronomical amount of money, and it just goes from person to person, and it's never opened. So here is my chance to give you the review that you have been waiting for. So without further ado, let's get into the nose. It's a dark, rich nose. Obviously, it's going to be like that. I get marshmallows and almonds on the nose. Nuttiness forward. Like a candied almond, though. A touch of a licorice. A little bit of like a pine bark. Earthiness, though. Earthiness forward. It's got this hint of a molasses, like a very dark, thick, super goopy molasses. And then this hint of just a cinnamon kick rolls over it. But it's not a super sweet cinnamon. It's very dry. It's very pungent. Everything in this nose, but being at 136.8 proof, right? Yeah, 136.8 proof. I can really get my nose in that glass and really dive deep and find what is in this, and everything is nuanced. I get a little bit of a citrus kick as well. I'm really excited to get into the tasting of this, because the nose is, it's a very subtle nose with a lot of just like things coming off of it here and there. And I really want to know what it's like on the palate. I get that almond. That almond comes through really prevalent. And then there's a dark chocolate over top of that. It's almost like it's a dark chocolate Hershey bar with almonds inside. Cinnamon, that cinnamon comes through. and that molasses. It's so beautiful on the nose. It is so nice. But we don't just smell our bourbon, right? We drink it. So if you have a 13th Colony, make sure you pour it, and cheers to you. Wow. I'm going to leave that entire experience in that video so that you guys can see the roller coaster of fantasticness. That's going to be a Disney ride. I'm going to name a new Disney ride, and that is the roller coaster of fantasticness. You get that. So I don't know how to explain a sweet char. But the sweet chariness that comes through on this, it's not smoky, it's not mesquite. It's so beautiful how it comes through, because you get that char, the secondary char that goes through in this on the secondary aging process. But it's so sweet, it's so caramelized, it's so rich, it's so dense inside of there that it's something that I've never experienced before in a double oaked bottle. That's insane. I don't know how else to put it other than insanity, and I want a full bottle of this so bad. So in the beginning, off of the bat, you're gonna get hit with heat. It is hot, I will tell you that right now. But the heat dissipates so fast and so quickly with that sweetness that comes through, that sweet char comes through, you're getting that oakiness, that disappears. Then you're getting a chocolate level. Then you're getting an espresso coffee level. Then that disappears, and you're getting that sweet dark brown sugar. You're getting that molasses, but it's covered in a creme brulee styled dark brown sugar crust. It is insanely delicious. It's sweet. I don't know how to describe how sweet that char is, but it is insane how sweet that char is. I'm stumbling over my words on that because I don't know how to explain that. And with each sip, the burn dissipates a little bit more with each and every sip. And you're finding those nuances in between each level of sweetness and the characteristics from the beginning palate to the middle to the finish. And the finish just lingers and lingers and lingers and lingers. I get a touch on that finish. I'm not a big licorice fan, but I get a touch of like a licorice that goes into that finish. And I enjoy it very much. You're getting a touch of like a star anise. You're getting a little bit more clove. And it is so beautiful. And it is, I might have to go and say that this is a top 5 sip I've ever had. It's dark. It's rich. It's everything you want in an older double oaked styled bourbon at this proof. And 13th Colony has hit this out of the park, and it has met my expectations and surpassed them like I wouldn't believe. And for those of you who are just tossing these bottles around, selling them on secondary markets, just stop doing that. Open the bottle and enjoy it, because this is one that is meant to be enjoyed no matter what. And I'll tell you this, I haven't had a sip in a couple of seconds, and with each and every breath I bring in, I'm getting more and more of that nuanced licorice, clove, star anise, touch of cinnamon with a little bit of that molasses sweetness. and you're gonna get I get a little bit of a bitterness on that finish, on that very, 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 very end, but it's a very enjoyable bitterness, that one that I've never had before. And I'll tell you, this is 100% a top 5 sip, and I will one day get a bottle of this and enjoy it like you wouldn't believe. And I hope those of you who do have a bottle of it, you crack it open and you enjoy it yourselves. Man, that is good. Hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. If you did, make sure you drop that like. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on the 13th Colony Double Oak. If you don't have the Double Oak, but you do have like a single barrel or whatnot, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on those, because I really enjoy 13th Colony. 13th Colony enjoys my content. They have sent me out a bunch of stuff, and I can't thank them enough. But until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.